Welcome everybody to the newest edition of Screening Screams from Streaming Screams. I am Glenn. I am here with Jessica.
Hello.
And we went and saw Evil Dead Burns, and we are here to talk about it. Notably, we saw Evil Dead Burns in, what's it called?
4D.
4DX, which I don't know if that's a different thing from 4D or a specific branding from the theater that we went to, but that is what it was called. So it was a bit of a different experience. So first off, Evil Dead Burns, obviously brand new, written by Sebastian Vanecek and Florent Bernard, directed by Sebastian Vanecek, starring, oh fuck, why am I doing this? Sohila Jacob, Tandy Wright, Hunter Duhan, Lucian Buchanan? I think it's Lucian. Luciane. That's not Lucian.
That's not how we spell Lucian, but I think it's still probably Lucian.
Yeah, if maybe I should have written down who these people were playing. Lucian Buchanan, Errol Shand, and Maud Davey. Jess, how did you like Evil Dead Burns?
It was all right. Not my favorite in the series, but still a fun time. I'm sure enhanced by the 4D.
Yeah, okay, so let's start with that. How did you like the 4D experience?
I thought it was fun. It's expensive.
It is expensive.
Definitely not for most movies. I think, like, even most horror movies, I wouldn't see it with it unless I'd already seen the movie, because it is distracting.
Yeah, I think that for a movie that is going to be fun, like, you know, and the Evil Dead...
You're not watching these for the plot.
Right. The Evil Dead series, regardless of whether they're going for brutality, humor, or a mix, is known as a fun horror series.
Yeah.
And therefore is perfect for this kind of ridiculousness.
I did think it worked really well when they do, like, where the Deadites, like, were from their vision, like, flying places.
Oh, when the evil is charging through the...
Yeah, but it was like they made it so you're just, like, kind of gliding. I thought that was cool.
I thought that was really cool. There was also more to it than I thought. Like, I knew that the seats were going to move. I actually didn't know until... I think you or Katie mentioned it right before we went in that there was going to be water involved.
Yeah, which you can turn off, which is nice.
Yeah, I didn't, though. I liked it.
No, I didn't turn off. I actually was worried it was going to become a problem with glasses, and it wasn't, like, at all.
I was worried about that, too.
It's because it's super misty. It's not, like, drops.
Yeah. There's also, like, air tubes on either side of your head.
Wind.
And air tubes below you. And then, what was the other thing? Lights up in the corners that do, like, sparks if something sparks.
Yeah. The lights flash if there's, like, lightning and stuff.
Yeah. It's
There was projected snow.
What was that projected, or was it actually like something being sprayed out? Because it looked like something was actually being sprayed out. No, it was just a projection,
because there would have been stuff on the floor then.
I think it was a liquid.
I don't think so.
Because I was wondering,
because it was like specific. It was dots. It didn't look like a liquid.
I mean, you could see the dots, but that was only where they had light showing.
Yeah,
other than that,
it looked projected to me.
Okay, I mean, it might have been. Yeah, I definitely would never do this for a movie that I wanted to actually be scary, or a movie where I did want to be, like, emotionally invested in things like plot and character.
Yeah.
But this is Evil Dead. I'm here to see demons be fucked up and fuck with people both mentally and physically.
It jerked you around, like, way harder than I expected.
Oh man, those seats move so fucking much.
Yeah.
Also, they didn't utilize this a lot, but there was a scent component that I noticed. What was that?
I don't think so.
I think there was, and it was specifically, there was a scene with roses. I am about 95% sure that something was sprayed into the air to bring up the scent of roses, because I could totally smell them, and I was caught off guard by it. Are you looking it up?
Mm-hmm. Because it's so, just looking at it quickly, it says specifically AMC theaters do, which I'm like, I don't know. I think it's its own thing. Yes, it does.
All right. Yeah, I thought the roses thing was cool. What?
It says when it works. Like the guy.
I might have been the lucky one. Because it did, like, the rose scent really hit me. And I was like, oh shit, there's no way I'm imagining that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. It is a little distracting, but this is a movie that you can, you know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It turns it into a fun little thrill ride. And yeah, you're not kidding. Those seats fucking move.
Yeah.
What was the name of the guy that used to do like Smell-O-Vision and have the skeletons?
It's Castle, but fuck, because I keep wanting to call him Frank Castle. William Castle.
William Castle. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think William Castle.
Not the Punisher.
No, not the Punisher. I mean, maybe if they want to load up those scent projectors with like the smell of rotting corpses, you can. You know. You and I have talked about this like just privately, not as part of the podcast. I think we've both said that we would have loved to have been able to attend like one of William Castle's movies where he's like throwing skeletons around, or you know, introducing scents or vibrating seats or whatever the hell else he had going on.
Yeah.
And so this was kind of fun and made me think of that. Obviously, no deadites flew from behind the screen towards us.
Yeah.
Although that would have been fucking awesome.
I will say, though, I thought it was fun. I don't think it's going to last very long. So if you're curious about 4D, go check it out. It's a gimmick. It's just a gimmick. It's like 3D. Nobody really cares or likes it. It's distracting. It doesn't actually make the movie look better. I think it's fun, but it's expensive, and it is just a gimmick. And eventually this stuff is going to start to break down.
Right. I was just going to say, I think
no way it's cheap.
I think this will last exactly as long as the equipment does. Yeah. And then once that happens, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised because I paid attention immediately that it was like, oh, do all the seats move no matter what? And yes, they do. And I was like, I feel like they should have some system that unless a ticket spot, they don't activate the seats, because wouldn't that save wearing down the equipment? Having every seat do everything even when nobody's there. You know what I mean?
Yes. Although I have no idea how much more expensive it would be to implement something like that.
Sure. I just was like, you're wearing down shit and like spraying water all over like fabric and stuff when you don't need to. So I'm like, I feel like if they want to make this last longer, they gotta figure out a way to turn these on and off.
Yeah, especially like with those like leather seats that they had.
They weren't leather.
Weren't they leather?
No, they were like fabric, because they were really rough.
Okay, I thought
because that was the other thing. They were really rough.
Okay.
I was like, I swear to God, I got like rug burn on my elbow.
Well, because I have noticed at like certain other theaters, you know, the leather wears down, regardless of.
Yeah, because you have people.
You have people constantly sitting in them, and
but yeah, they were rough.
Get unpleasant after a while.
They were a rough like fabric. They weren't leather.
Well, either way, yeah, I thought that was fun. What did you think of the movie itself?
Yeah, it was all right. I think it is one of the weakest entries.
Oh, see, this is another thing we could do on social media shit, is like rankings for series and stuff like that. Like
I'm not really a ranker.
Oh, I know.
Though I would piss people off because number 2 would be at the bottom for me.
Oh, see, there you go. Great engagement. We're doing it.
I'm a huge fan of Evil Dead 2.
Doing it. Yeah, but see, that'd be the type of thing that would get really good engagement. What does this bitch mean? Evil Dead 2 is the worst.
Evil Dead 1's the best.
I mean, I wouldn't argue with you there. Where would you sit this one in?
It's close to the bottom also.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's just, okay. I already said you don't go to these movies to see the story. The story is greatly lacking. There's like, especially with the newer renditions of Evil Dead, there's been some plot that makes you give a shit.
Right.
Some guy marrying into an asshole family. Don't really care. And it's like the family doesn't even like each other. It's like, so I would say the story's lacking, especially since they did a family thing when the other Evil Dead Rise just did a family thing. And that was way more effective.
Much better.
Yeah, so it was lacking. Oh, so like where they end up, I was like, why does this house look like this when they're supposed to be like kind of rich? Even that's one thing that Dad yells at him, because he was like, oh, you let the house go into disrepair. And it's like, no, this has been going on for decades.
Right.
Like, it was just to have them in a grimy area, and it's, I don't know. So
I agreed with that, and I noticed that. I was like, there's no way this family let this go into disrepair. Like,
And yeah, they're blaming
even
the son, but
leaving it
he
to the
just got
son.
the house.
Yeah.
That was clearly like decades worth
And,
of neglect.
and even if the son had been living there for a long time,
Yeah.
if the house meant that much to them, they would have had a staff for it already. Like, that level of rich,
Yeah.
you have people taking care of the property.
Yeah.
You know? So it's really funny because I watched Lee Cronin's The Mummy
Oh, yeah.
very shortly after this. And it's frustrating because in trying to remember this, I am finding that Lee Cronin's The Mummy has usurped most of the space in my
Which
brain.
I think that movie
this
has a lot of
film-
problems.
Sure.
Vaguely
but-
racist.
Vaguely? Vaguely? But in a lot of senses, I found it more enjoyable.
Yeah.
And so,
Again, there was at least like more of a story.
right. It actually had a fairly interesting story, albeit, again, vaguely racist.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more heart in the...
Also, not a mummy movie. It was a possession movie. But anyways.
Not even close to a mummy movie. And it had that weird nod at the end that did place it in the Evil Dead universe, which is weird.
No, it's considered an Evil Dead movie.
Or not at the end, but
I would say this. I am more interested to see where stuff like The Mummy would go. Not The Mummy itself, but have stuff in the Evil Dead universe vaguely connect, which I guess is what they're trying to do now. But it doesn't have, like, we don't need any more listening to a tape of people explaining to us. Like, there's certain things that all these new Evil Dead movies do that I'm like, we don't need to do this in every fucking movie.
right.
You don't need like these certain beats, like, oh, we got to discover the tape, and then that like wakes up things more, and that helps us learn how to do things.
I at least appreciate that they sped run through that on this one.
Yeah,
they just
but it's
walked
like
in and they're
they
like,
even do
tape
it-
player, click.
They even do
All
it in
right,
the
done.
Mummy, like the Mummy too. I'm just like, we don't need to do this in
yeah.
every single one.
So kind of a big spoiler. One thing that really annoyed me as an Evil Dead fan specifically in this movie was the dagger. I really hated that they brought in the Kandarian dagger from the first movie. And then we're like, nah, that's not it. And then it's just like this dumb thumb-sized little like knife.
Well, I think because they said there's multiple of them.
Maybe.
No, they mentioned
But-
there's like 2 or 3 of them or something.
That is totally possible, but the fact that they had one that looked exactly like the Kandarian dagger from Evil Dead 1 and she used it and they were like, nope, wrong. Yeah, that annoyed me. I was like, I want the Kandarian dagger to be the Kandarian dagger.
Yeah.
You know, the little thing that looked like a thumb with a blade on it, not as cool.
Yeah.
You know, that looked like something I would use to get a fish.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't think this definitely was not my favorite Evil Dead. It's very low on my list, honestly.
As far as the newer ones go, the remake is still,
For me,
which is, quote unquote, whether you want to call it a remake, but
I mean, I always just call it Evil Dead 2013.
I hate doing that too.
Yeah, but it's
Can we stop naming things the same thing?
I mean, I agree, but we can't even have the Evil Dead series is so fucking weird like this. You can't even talk about Evil Dead 2 without the discussion of whether it's a sequel or a remake, and
That actually, no, it's completely explained.
No, I know. Both Bruce Campbell and Sam Raimi have flat out said we couldn't get the rights to the footage from the first one,
Which is
so we
ridiculous.
just spent the first 20 minutes lying about the first movie.
Yeah.
Great, done.
Whatever.
It's a sequel. But still, that argument still comes up all the time.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter whether 2013 is a remake or not.
It's a reboot.
It
Soft
is.
sequel reboot.
I just don't think that's a term that needs to be a thing.
I
Point
like
being.
it. Red Letter Media came up with it. I like it.
That's fine. I mean, I guess I just don't really care as much about these classifications.
It doesn't
I just
matter.
wish it had its own title.
Yeah.
That one.
I also
is
wish they
actually
would have
my
followed
second-
her.
That one is actually my second favorite in the whole franchise.
Oh, yeah. But I wish if they were going to start connecting the newer Evil Dead movies, we would have followed Mia.
Yeah, I thought that was the whole plan.
It
was to
was,
follow
but-
Mia, and
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with that. Like, do you know? Did the actress like bail on it or something?
I don't know. Actually, I have no idea.
Because, I mean, now it looks like we're tying in
Yeah, there's going to
the
be 3
family
movies.
from Rise.
Yeah, it's going to be a trilogy
Yeah.
that connect. Which I'm like, why? It even didn't really have, like, it only barely connects this with with Rise. Just the beginning and the end, but technically, other than that,
Yeah.
it doesn't, it's not relevant.
The mom from spoilers. Mom from Rise does show up in like a post credit scene, and honestly, I think it's just
Which there's 2.
yeah, which annoyed me because we left after the first one. And,
I never care.
well, I always like to see all of the movie, and I'll tell you this.
I'm like, I could just
am
watch
sick to death of post credit scenes as a whole.
I have been for a very long time.
Yeah, like just give me the fucking movie.
Yeah.
I don't need. At least they've started moving them up to like mid credits, and you have like the fancy credits and the mid credit scene and then the basic credits. And that's at least better. But seriously, just give me the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
You can do a slow fade out to like a 5-second blank screen and then do a slow fade in. And that can be our signal. This is the move to another thing. Just give me the whole fucking movie.
Another thing that Marvel fucking ruined.
Oh God. I hate Marvel. I don't even want to get into how fucking sick of Marvel shit I am.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that's where all these end credit stuff got popular. Not that they started it or the first one ever, but they're the one that made it like a thing, especially having more than one.
Right.
It's like,
yeah, and it was like everything Marvel, it was fun during that first phase. Then it started wearing out its welcome.
because they're usually just teasers to the next movie. I'm like, oh, wait till the fucking movie or trailer comes.
Yeah, and which I don't think is needed anymore. Not that I've seen the last few Marvel movies, but like once
but even that's what they're doing
the Avengers
here.
team was made, all right, great, we can stop teasing.
Yeah, but I'm saying even this is what they were doing.
Yeah.
They literally, it just was played out like that. But no, but it was still fun. I mean, there's still good kills. The grandma is funny when she gets taken over in this.
Oh yeah.
But there's pretty much like no likable characters.
This is low on likable characters, and it is also
Like even the 2013 one didn't have the most likable characters, but they weren't like, ugh. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I liked Mia, and I liked the one long-haired guy that gets all the needle in his
I like
his
the
face.
long-haired guy, but he's also like kind of a douche.
He is kind of a douche, but he's like one of those douches that he's one of those douches that you could see yourself being friends with anyway, and just being like trying to constantly steer him away from being a dickhead.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying they're not necessarily the most likable characters, but you still find some things in them that you're like, oh, like yeah I can see myself. This one, and I think everybody's just like awful. Even the brother who's supposed to, I think, be the likable guy. I'm like, you don't do it. Like you don't do it. You just let everything happen.
I think, it's funny. I think the thing, like I was saying a minute ago, just to expand on it, I think that the thing that really, for me, stands out about this movie is that I know that I liked it. I know that I enjoyed it. I know that I had fun. I know that it had some good kills and some nice brutal moments and all of that. But watching The Mummy not too long afterwards and having that seem to have occupied most of the space in my brain, and now I don't necessarily remember this one well.
Yeah.
I think kind of says like a lot about it in what would similarly be an unpopular opinion as your Evil Dead 2 opinion. Probably my least favorite part of the Evil Dead franchise is Army of Darkness.
Oh yeah.
And I would put this down. I would put this one down with that, but I also do want to stress that should not be considered me saying that I don't like this or Army of Darkness. I like them both quite a bit.
Yeah. I put Army of Darkness pretty low too, which sucks because I think that movie had a great concept. I think the biggest problem is that it's connected to Evil Dead. Trying to make that work because it's like they're just two different movies. I think if they just wrote it as its own thing, it probably would have worked out. Like, it's one of those movies.
Well, I think that's when they didn't call
bad,
it Medieval Dead. They called it Army of Darkness.
Similar to Texas Chainsaw Massacre 4, which we just watched. When I watch Army of Darkness, I'm like, it's just missing something.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, it's so off the rails, and there's
I do love seeing the skeletons get thrown at him when he's like fighting.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the
And you
things
can
that I
tell it's
always
just Sam
notice.
Raimi throwing skeletons at him.
And that's one of the things that I always notice, and it doesn't pull me out of the movie. It's just funny.
Yeah. I mean, Army of Darkness is probably the funniest of the series, and that's great. I just agree that it is missing something.
Yeah.
It maybe gets a little too silly at points, and also, even though it coined the phrase Deadites, there's barely any Deadites in it.
Yeah,
it's
and
mostly
they
skeletons.
They also redo a lot of gags from the second one.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But still a great movie. It's classic.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you haven't
Great
seen
movie.
it, 100% watch it.
Great movie.
We're talking about ranking of a great series overall.
Right. The fact that Army of Darkness, a fucking fantastic movie, is the worst of this franchise says a lot about the quality of this franchise. Yeah. And the quality is fantastic.
Yeah. I love the first one. A lot of people say that's the worst.
Nah, the first one's the best. The first one I actually found genuinely unnerving at some points.
Yeah.
Which I can't say about any of the others. Yeah, the ending sequence looks a bit silly with But the whole the thing where the girl's all like naming off the cards, and then she like turns around and is like
the ankle.
That was actually like really creepy.
I was gonna say the ankle that still gets me.
Yeah, the pencil in the ankle. Yeah. Brutal.
Because you know what not exactly that, but you can imagine what that would feel like.
Absolutely. The first time I saw that, I just remembered every time I bumped my ankle on something.
Because it's right where that nubby bone
is. Fucking brutal. Terrible and brutal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
I would unfortunately say, which I know you're gonna ask anyways, is that unless you're a theater person, just wait till it comes out on streaming.
Oh, for Evil Dead? Burns?
Yeah. It's good, though. I do think it's still a fun time if you like the Evil Dead series, but it's not something I would, like, rush out to go see.
Yeah, I would agree, unless you have a theater in your area doing the 4XD thing.
Yeah, if you've never done that, check it out. It was fun. We were laughing literally the whole time.
Yeah, this is definitely the movie for that, I think.
We were literally giggling.
Yeah.
And you would hear like
wild.
the whole theater giggle at some points.
Yeah.
And not just because of the movie, but because
everyone's getting thrown around and getting water sprayed at them.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Yeah, it's a very fun experience.
I do think 4D you should check out at least once.
Yes.
Unless you have a bad back.
Valid point.
I got flung like forward and back like a couple times. Where I joked when we got out. I was like, I'm going to get a concussion and have to go to the emergency room. And they're like, what happened? And I'm like, oh, I watched a movie.
A little bit of whiplash.
Yeah. Because I was also telling my parents about it. And my mom was like, oh, Dan, you can't go. Because he has a bad back.
Yeah, I would say I would say this is worth going to see in that regards.
No, 100%.
I would say if you're not into the theater experience, if you're not super into going to theaters, which I love going to theaters. Yeah. But unless you're doing the 4DX thing, I don't think that this brings enough to justify venturing out if that's not your deal. Yeah. I would totally go see this at a drive-in.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, other than that, it's really good. I mean, it sits at the low end of one of the best horror franchises ever made. And,
it's a schlocky Evil Dead movie.
Yeah. And it's
with barely a plot. It's just a reason to have people get together and be angry.
Yeah. I will say there were a number of times where I did find myself like looking back on where I did find myself being like, kind of wish this was a little more like 2013 or Evil Dead Rise. Because I also love Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah. It's good.
Little lacking in something, but don't take that as a discouragement. It still has everything you may want out of Evil Dead, unless you're one of those people who likes Evil Dead primarily for the humor and Bruce Campbell, because there is no Bruce Campbell, and it's not a funny Evil Dead.
No.
It's
there's a sort of a cameo. Doesn't he have a voiceover in something? Oh no, there's
a picture of him.
Yeah. Like in the stairwell, I think.
Yeah. But overall, there's no Ash, and there's no and it's not there's no attempts at humor. It's very much we're going to do a straightforward, violent Evil Dead movie, and that's great. Just not my favorite one. Yeah. But I know for a fact this will not be the only time I watch it.
Yeah.
I will 100% watch it multiple times in the future. It'll be great. Someday we just live stream a Evil Dead marathon where you just do all of them.
Yeah.
Be fucking rad. Anyway.
How many hours is that?
Well, that depends. Are we going to do it with Ash versus Evil? Obviously not.
Oh, yeah.
That would be too much.
Yeah. That's 3 seasons?
3 seasons, and they're fun, but no, I'm not sitting down and watching them all in a row.
Yeah.
Particularly not watching them all in the middle of...
Yeah,
how many movies are there now? 6?
Yeah, I will say that, so a lot of people don't like this new era of Evil Dead because it takes out all the horror, and they're like, they think, I mean, not all the horror, all the humor, sorry, yes. And they made it more just horror and like gory. I honestly think it's the smart way to go because the reality is nobody's going to replace Bruce Campbell. Nobody wants Bruce Campbell to be replaced. If they go the exact same, try to do the exact same route of the way they mixed horror and comedy, I don't think people would like it because they would constantly be comparing it to the originals. So I do think I personally like the way that they're going because you have to change things up for a new generation. And so people aren't constantly going like, well, it did better on this. It's like, it's different, but it still has all the same elements to be still in the same universe and still a continuation, you know?
I agree. And also it is worth noting that like, there wasn't like Evil Dead 1 was not supposed to be funny.
No.
There's some cheesy things that kind of make it funny, but really most of the humor in the series comes directly from Sam Raimi trying to physically fuck with Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, well, and also because he was a Three Stooges fan. Right.
Well, that's what I mean though. He's like, let's do some Three Stooges gags. I'm going to hit Bruce Campbell in the face with a bunch of branches.
Yeah.
You know, once you take Bruce Campbell out of the equation, once you lose Ash, I don't think there's any reason to keep the humor anymore.
Yeah.
He was the funny part of the universe, but I don't think this is a universe that needs to be funny.
And nobody wants to see somebody trying to like fill his shoes. They just don't.
Right. We don't need another Ash.
Yeah.
We can just I happen to love what they're doing with the series right now.
Yeah.
Even if this movie didn't strike me as one of my favorites, I think the loosely related anthology is the way to go.
Yeah.
And putting Deadites in different situations where they can fuck with different types of people in different ways, I'm all in on it. And I will happily go see the next one and the next one after that.
Yeah.
Until the wheels fall off. I'm in. So good times. All right.
Yeah. Check it out when you can.
Yep. Evil Dead, baby.
All right.
Hail to the king.
Bye.
Later.
Thanks for joining us here at the Streaming Screams podcast. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and YouTube at Streaming Screams Pod.
You can also find us on TikTok and Blue Sky at Screams Pod.
Every follow, like, thumb, rating, review, subscription, and share all help us out a lot with all the algorithm shit.
So if you like what we're doing, please rate us wherever you get your podcasts, like our posts, all that other good internet bullshit. And again, thank you for listening to
the Streaming Screams Podcast.